All right. Sorry. All sorts of distractions. What can I hook in here? Oh, I know something I'll do. See if it'll hold it. Hold on just a second. All right, got it. Hey, Rob Smith here. Hope you all are doing fine. Sorry, I had little troubles there. Um, it's a theme to Take the High Road, a wonderful Scottish soap opera, believe it or not. Especially the late '80s part of it's really good. There we go. Anyway, I had a wee problem with the um, Streamlabs getting started, and I think it's more my fault than theirs. Maybe I'm not sure. It wouldn't start like it usually does. Okay, what should I draw? Well, um, Kim put a dog or God. I just thought I'd share a book was able to get this. I picked up yesterday in Orlando from my PO box. Got mailed to me by we got her name Brooks. She's an American Booksellers Association member. Adventures with Reptiles Raw Sound. I'm working on, or I haven't had a chance here. I haven't slept much the last few days, but I'm working on the Ross Allen book, or will be this week, I think. All right, so what should I draw? One good question. Let's see what I might draw. Hold on, how long does this music go on? Is this irritating? I might just keep it on. How long does it go? Oh, not much longer. I'll let it stop. What am I looking for here? I need something. I am very tired. I admit I'm very tired. And this has me being stumbling more than not. I used to be tired like this all the time. I'm looking for something I need to do this drawing. There we go. Where did I put it? Oh, good question. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I put it somewhere else, I guess. I guess that's the end of it then. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I mean, that go away because it's confusing me. And that just go away. All right. I'll turn that off. All right. Oh, sorry. I should start this. Ah, all right. I will just do with things as I don't know where I put those photos. Maybe they're here. Yes, this will do. I can make this work. Hold on a second. I don't know where I put these photos otherwise, but they're not in the right place. And comment. Please get online and start commenting. Say things that gets me going too, of course. And I'm watching the chat area. There's nothing there. Tell me there's nobody there. I don't do well with that. I do better when there's a lot of interaction going on and I have something to do. I tell you what I am going to do. I'm actually going to grab this card here, which has something on it. I think this is it, right? Yes. Okay, very good. I think this is what I looked for. So I'm going to quickly do something here. I'm going to actually did a sketch. Just a moment. I will find where I did. Here. Right here. Did this yesterday. Um, I'm about to do. I've been trying. I've been on the road. I was on the road for a number of days. I'm just going to put a rabbit in here. It's been like Easter-ish, but it just kind of fits with what this is. Just want to make sure I get this right. All right, I'm just going to put this down here. Make this really small. I'm going to make that a little wider there. Looking at storytelling. And I'm going to put the rabbit here. Now, oddly enough, when I did this pen sketch, I did none of what you're seeing here. It can come rather naturally, and I can do it rather quickly. Okay. Which is the case here. I want to do this. We'll get to the dog and God in a moment. Let me just go ahead and do this because okay, these pencils acting strange. Yeah, Streamlabs usually has demands of certain things, and this time when I pressed the video part of it, it Didn't do it, and then I saw I couldn't see where I was broadcasting, and I guess I wasn't broadcasting. I don't know why I didn't do it, so I had to turn it all off and start all over again, which gave a delay. I admit I'm tired, and this is where I can, if things don't work well, it's really bad for me because I'll make it much worse. I promise you I will. I promise I'll make it much worse. I've been trying to get better about getting a lot of sleep, but I admit the schedule I gave myself here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday didn't leave much option for sleep and rest, and that's part of it. One of the things was I wasn't originally going to go into Ocala, but I was going to do some work over at Inverness, and that work suddenly I couldn't do it. So I had to figure out, and I went ahead and decided, well, why don't I just go ahead and go into Ocala? So I did. I got to see my friends as I posted George and Noreen Piper, which was delightful. But I also went to the storage room, and that was not part of the original plan. And that's where things kind of went awry. I blew a lot of energy. I stuffed the car full of stuff, but then I had to get everything out of the car. And I did that between Friday and Saturday. And I still had a 3 hour plus drive home. It was just a lot to do. I don't see anybody here. Nobody here but us chickens. Now there's nobody here. Uh, all right. I guess people only seeing pencil drawings can't imagine anything I'm going to do is going to be worth much of nothing. So I can understand that. Keep drawing. What this is going to be a drawing, a last minute thing. I came to my mind yesterday, Saturday. No, when was I in? Yeah, it was yesterday. I was roaming around doing so much. I'm kind of confused what day it is. Tomorrow's Monday. I have a meeting. This is going to be available at the spring sale at Titusville. This drawing, and it's helped raise money for the Pritchard House. It's one of two or three. I'm not sure how many I'm going to have available there. I'm not even sure what I'm doing that day. I was supposed to be at Boomtown. I've been kind of told I really can't do that. So I'm, hey, if you're have an artistic ilk, and if you know where Don Ellen is and know where Boomtown is, I'm looking for someone to take my place at Boomtown because I've already bought a booth, all paid for. I just need someone to take place. You don't pay back, just go in and take it over. My friend Tony Petrie will be glad to help this, and hopefully you won't mind him being there too. But he doesn't have we might just put a whole bunch of my swampy books there along with. I just hate giving Tony so much. He got so much going on. Okay, let's see what I can do with this pen. This pen will cooperate. I know there were some people here when I came. Sorry about the confusion with Streamlabs. Yeah, so much so I'm not even sure what I'm doing live this week, if anything like last week. Last week I didn't do the only lives I did was I did April Fool's Day, and that's it. It's been, and I suspect to be rather very busy this week too. I've got a meeting. I know I can't do a live. Doing live tomorrow's gonna be. I might get one in. Definitely won't be doing one Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. Saturday I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be at Boomtown, but I probably will be in Titusville for this as I posted. Wish I could zoom in here with this. I put the photos I had for reference. I put somewhere strange, unusual, and I don't know where they are. Is anybody here? No, nobody's here. Yep, if I don't tee off with drawing, the people seem to vanish and they don't come back. And that's sad but true. Oh, it's got that damn stupid mermaid thing. I cannot get that changed. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go in there and do that because everybody thinks I'm doing some damn thing with mermaid, and there. That's a face. That's Facebook, 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 Facebook. All their fault. They just, you know, that's why social media doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work because they won't play ball together, and if they don't play ball together, then you're shopping at different stores, and you've got to pay attention to that. So it's really hard to do things like cross streaming like I'm doing right now. So I need to get this off here if it'll let me. Come on. Come on, Facebook. Come on. I don't know how to get rid of Mermaid Live. I've tried. It won't let me do it. Then it won't let me get on here. Oh gosh, hang on. Now it's doing it again. Well, it didn't let me change the wording. So now I just got to go away. I mean, it just hates its stuff so much. All right, so I'm starting all over again. You know, why? So it's really, I don't think I'm going to keep this streaming across platforms because it doesn't work. And if someone knows how to do it, come on in, show me how, because I can't get it to cooperate. I get them all fighting each other, and I don't know what to do about it. I do not know what to do about it. And it's just not, and the only other thing to do is do a whole bunch of them. Oh God, take that Easter off and save. But it'll keep it will not get rid of that Mermaid Live. I can't get rid of it. I don't know what to do about it. Now, starting in May, it's perfectly fine if it's there. But right now, when I'm trying to do something other than that, it's awfully helpful if it would cooperate. I cannot get the Zoom. I sure can't. And I don't know where the file is. God. Um, and I will be, I guess I'm going to have this stuff at Bartow. I do not want to do this event. And it kind of falls in line with what I'm being told not I shouldn't be involved with. And this is something I'm really, really not crazy about. It will be there, but I guess so far we can't even figure out how to get the artwork over there yet. So I'm not sure how we'll do that. But uh, after the experience I had at in Bradenton with the event I did, I'm gonna really kill off a lot of stuff. And I may go traveling around, but I don't am involving any, and it involves Swampy. But my thing is to get people. I don't care about the art stuff. I'm here trying to get you to visit our state. That's the top and history, no art history. I couldn't give a damn about the art thing. I don't care at all. I just happen to draw, guys. But please learn about our state. Please get out and visit. That's the only reason I do all this. It's the only reason I do all this stuff with Swampy's Florida. The only reason I'm doing these books is to get you to visit things I want you to visit. Please give your low. Please stop going to Burger King and McDonald's. Please, please stop trying to just awful stuff. All right, let's see if I just put Leaf over here. It's gonna be done really quickly. I actually regret doing this somewhat for the Pritchard House because don't even think of me as doing art stuff, and I really don't want anyone to think of me as because I think that's where my goal's going here. I'm probably going to slide out of the art stuff almost entirely if I can somehow. I may not even have my name on it anymore, but someone else's. Just I want people to leave me alone about art stuff. The way I got treated in Bradenton, I just don't. It's just not right. It's just not right, and I don't deserve that. That's why I've been backing away. And why I don't want you, please, please, God, don't call me an artist, whatever you do. I don't want to be thought of that way in any way, shape, or form. I may draw, but I want you to go visit places, know our state's history. I'm trying to keep my hand in this, but all these skills I've worked so hard to learn have come upon a society in this country that just doesn't, it's so myopic to a little thing called reality. I really had it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to hear from him. Hope he'll leave me alone about art stuff. Not an art guy. And George Piper and I were talking a little bit about that on Friday. It's just a whole different thing. One time there was respect, and these days there's derision. Mostly because there's lousy people who draw out there who are giving everyone, folks who with skill, bad names. But then people are also showing a great deal of appreciation for lousy people who draw, and that is insulting to someone like me who's worked so hard to try to do well. So I just want to be forgotten about it. I just want to be left alone. Uh, and believe me, this isn't a great drawing right here, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore. Do anything you want. You can do Adventure Time, not day and night, and idiots will actually follow along with it because they don't know any better. We read bad authors who don't know how to write. I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention to this. I can't find anything here. I'm so tired. Um, ooh, it's just not. And the only other thing. Well, this says it. Yeah, so nobody's here. I'm going to give it till 7:30, and then I'll bolt if nobody gets here because maybe I'll go over to the cartoons page. I know my crying and weeping about all this, but golly, I wish you all knew what we had to go through. Um, Some just don't pay. Most don't go out and interact with the public as they don't know this stuff, and I get that, and I do. And I'm still going to do some stuff. I'm just not sure if my name's going to be on or would. I just want to be left alone. I like it when people think of other things I do and actually show me some respect. I get little respect for the art stuff I do. Pretty much, a handful of people might do it, but they find out you do other things. Oh, well, now it's a whole other thing, and I can do so many things. And knowing once that I'm known as an art, I can do art stuff. Then suddenly all the other stuff doesn't matter, and I'm treated just really pretty rotten. And anything else I know is impossible. I couldn't possibly know how to do anything else. There's nobody here. I just says I didn't do it Saturday. I haven't been posting as much because I've been so bloody busy on the road. I guess I tried to put that away. It's actually Vicky Joe Mullen gave me a horoscope reading in that folder, and I sketched that out. Sketched that. I think she was saying something to me, and suddenly that drawing came to mind. Oh, maybe it was the flowers in her yard. Because I want to try to have something. As I say, I debate doing anything for this thing Saturday because I think it's going to change everybody's attitude about me, and I don't want that to happen. Quiet as a mouse here. Sorry, I had the problems with the video thing, and if I wasn't so tired, I probably wouldn't have had them. But I did. I really didn't. I got back to what time? 10:30, 11 last night, and I just fell asleep for about 5 hours. And when I got up, it was 5 in the morning, and that wasn't enough rest, and I've been kind of going ever since. I really need to get some rest, but I've got to get this other work done. If I don't do this other work, they'll always think of me in the other way. They'll never think of me as doing art stuff. Maybe I just shouldn't do it. Even though I've done a bunch, I've got a bunch of stuff here I've done. Of course, then they'll find once they find out. I'm sure they'll find out I do some art stuff with Swamp Peace, Florida, and then they'll be angry that I had done stuff for them. That has happened before. I'm not going to stop Swamp Peace, Florida. I'm just not sure how exactly I'm going to handle that. I may even start saying I had nothing to do with that. Get people away from me. I wrote it. I'll say someone else drew it. Maybe I'll do something like that. I just want to get the art stuff off away from me, far, far away from me. I mean, look, I've seen Kim Jong Gi was one who did a bunch of live drawing. Europeans love this stuff. It's Americans who can't cope with whatever it is we're doing here. What I'm doing with something live like this, they can't understand how I do it or why I do it, and they don't. They're not. But I know there's now someone else doing the live stuff that Kim Jong Gi dropped dead from a heart attack. I mean, we have killed ourselves doing stuff like this, or kill ourselves. In Kim Jong Gi's case, he was only 39, I think. I mean, he was 42. He was younger than 50. Yeah, George and I were talking about being part of the National Cartoon Society when it was worth being part of the National Cartoon Society. Now we see who people, the ones getting awards I once thought I'd like to get. I'm glad I never got one of those awards. I didn't really work to get. Most of my stuff was political cartoons, and my viewpoint didn't. There's a lot of politics involving the NCS, um, so I wasn't going to be in line for any of that anyway. I don't think. But I'm kind of glad, mostly because I see who's getting them now. I'm thinking, oh my, I wouldn't think much of the whatever I'd gotten because I see who's getting it now. Oh, why bother almost? Yes, if you leave me on my own, I'll just make commentary about stuff that. If folks don't come in here into the chat area, it spurs the algorithms of Facebook and basically lets others know I'm here when there's nobody here, and then it doesn't do anything with the algorithm, so no one else. That's why if a few people come in here, one, two, and start to interact on the chat thing, suddenly you'll see others come by because I pop up in the search thing. When it's like this, no, I'm not going to pop up, and so I might as well end this soon here because it's not the less likely folks are going to know this and come by. Had a lot of great interaction last weekend. It looks like an Easter basket, but actually it's just some flowers. It just occurred to me. I want to do over at the Pritchard house. There's a whole big garden over there. I'm sure it's booming, blossoming right now. I'll see that tomorrow when I'm at the meeting. I'll probably take some pictures, post them over at Swampy's, Florida. We need to be supporting our flowering areas of our state as they continue to disappear like crazy. Amazing. Start thinking maybe if we could just bark more that we want to see flowers, maybe someone will relent. And I just picked up an eraser. Oh, what did I do? I'm gonna show it. I picked up. I saw it at Dollar Tree. Here it is. I've got one. I use the Statler Mars, and it has a cardboard one. I've seen various retractables. I've got one somewhere around here, but this is I like this. This is a big chunky one, retractable, and this is great. I've never seen one built like this before. So it just takes because I did do pencil here earlier. This. Well, hello, Bill Dussinger. Thank you for coming by. I was just lamenting the being here by myself. I was going to turn off, but if you're going to be here, I'll stick around. This is going to be for sale, possibly debating. The people at the North Brevard County Historical Foundation don't know I do artwork. They only know me as a planner. My work in planning and engineering, knowing how to read site plans. And I was helping them with a project and working with another planner. And I would kind of like to keep that going. I like that. I like that a lot. Um, Move that over there. I've got two other pictures. I have to get them. I've got this one. This is the Clifton House that was over in Titusville. It's one of the church early churches. It was a black only church. It was built by blacks, so it's a black only church. And this is it's we're gonna have it. The idea is to have it in our little village. Hold on, I just realized I don't have my brushes here. What to do with my brushes? I would get ready for all sorts of things, and I forgot my brushes. Oh. Again, I've been on the road. I haven't been sleeping, and I am just like entire. Oh, here I'm right behind me. Well, that'll work well, I think. I'm right behind me. How are you doing, Bill Dussinger? Oh yeah, I've never seen them. I just saw them at Dollar Tree. I stopped at the one in College Park in Orlando, across the street, and I saw them and I nabbed them. Oh, those are good. I'll take that. And there, I just used that first time I've used it right there. I've got a whole bunch of, as I say, I have the Statler Mars now. Two of these cost $1.25. One of these, I think this cost me $4 or $5. But I bet it's just about same width. Is it the same length? I think this is longer. It's actually, well, sort of. It kind of stops. I guess it does. Oh, it does come out. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's probably the same length. So it's probably exact same eraser, wouldn't you think? Just like you, but I like this little thing here. This is neat. I can put this in my pocket. Oops, it comes apart. Well, there's something to know. I didn't know that. Anyway, and I got two, so if I lose one, I can always get a hold of another. Now, what I didn't get is my water. I'm sleepy. I'm not. I gotta get some rest. Though this week is so quiet. Hold on, I might disconnect here. The water. It's not there. Where to put the water? This is what happens when I'm tired. I start putting things places and I don't know where I put them. I don't know. It was over here a minute ago. I saw it yesterday, last night, this morning, somewhere, somehow. Probably right there. I don't even know it. What do I do with that thing? I'll share this. I don't know what I do with the water. Here, I'll just get a cup and put some water in it. How about that? I think that's a swell idea. I'll just have cough myself to death here. I see a little cup here. Where'd my little water thing go? I'll probably see it as soon as I walked back in here. All right, here I am back inside. I don't know what I did with it. You know what? I bet it's hiding back here behind this, isn't it? Bet it is. This is, while I was on the road, I stopped and found this apple pie jam. It's made by Sunshine Canning in Sarasota. And I was so tickled. Look at the ingredients. Yeah, yeah. There's no number 5 dye or anything in there, so you won't die for number 5 dye with that apple pie jam. I understand it's really good. I'll find out sometime. I have no idea when I'll open. I bet that water thing's right behind. It is right behind here. Hold on. Oops. So now I got 2 cups of water here. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm not doing what I usually would do. I'm a little off kilter, or a lot off kilter. Or you want me to draw something? Because Kim wrote dog. Dickie Joe Mullen was saying she likes my when I do black and white more. Oh, I got this in the mail. I forget who got. I think it was Melissa Busby. Got me looking at Armani's, and this is a kitty. This is an Armani kitty. If you know why I'm a huge kitty fan, I just love this. It was really inexpensive. I think $10 or something, ridiculously cheap price. So I would say the topic of discussion traveling yesterday. What do you say, Bill? Black and white or color? Which one? What do you think? Oh, and I brought my Frosty Ruby we talked about last week. Jim Fern told me this is at Winn Dixie. I meant to stop at a Winn Dixie. I was near one in Bradenton. I didn't. Black and white or color makes no difference to you. Well, if that's the case, because I want to turn this in tomorrow. I really did that too quickly. Actually, should take us some time. Oh gosh. So I'll just one of the keys to doing a lot of this stuff. Here's where our friend Catherine would like to probably hear some of this. Is that now? This is actually board. This isn't watercolor paper. This is crescent board I'm using. You know what? I'm thinking Tony Petrie. I can get him some artwork to have there too if he wants at Boomtown. Since I can't be at Boomtown, I just won't burden him with too much. I want him to feature his comic. Friend Tony Petrie has his own comic book. It's the first issue. I'm supposed to be at a booth in at an event called Boomtown on Saturday, but I've been told by those who I now am employed with not to be there. I'm doing too much. I need to knock it off. So the booth's all paid for. I just need someone to go in there in my place. Someone who's joined us before, Teresa Farrington, when she was around, say, "Hey, Teresa, take this over. You do a lot with it." Tony only has one issue, so that's his little drawback. But he puts a bunch of mine up there and kind of sets them back a bit. They'll come in and he can kind of the old. Not to say people wouldn't come in for his comic book, but if you have a lot there, the old force the card trick. If you know that that magic trick, you can make people do things by forcing the card. Oh well, thank you, Bill. I'm not sure what do you think I should charge for this once it's colored? Well, I'm not going to charge. It's to raise money for the Pritchard House. So I'm doing. I will probably have this up on Fine Art America as a print. I just loaded a whole bunch of artwork on there earlier this week. I signed on for their yearly thing. Oh, I was talking to Dickie Joe about. I did a post just before I started this. Maybe that's also why I screwed up the video thing because I did that so fast. But Dickie Joe does a bunch of rocks, and I'd love to decorate some rocks and have them available. So I may try to track them down. I've been wanting to do that for a while now. So I may just go do that and have some available. Kind of gets into something. Our friend who joins us, Melissa Busby, brilliant, brilliant at setting up art shows and things. Something I don't like to be a part of to begin with, but she says you need to have something up front that's real inexpensive, and I got a bunch of those little rocks with little cartoon characters and things on them, cheap. But I have to use acrylic paint. Is something that Vicky Joe was saying. So I just might do that. Of course, I got myself needing to do a lot of things. I hope to have the Ross Allen book done by May, but we'll see. We'll see. I was going to call Martha Lynn today, but I did not sleep right or do anything much right here. Where's my gray? Where's the gray? It's right here. All right. I'm just going to make this really simple. Oh, I see. There's a problem with me doing that. I make it real simple. It's all going to look this. It's all going to be the same color. I can't do that. I don't want to do multicolors there because then that gets a little silly looking. It takes away from the flowers. This is something Melissa Busby could color really, really well. She really understands color. Something I saw Pete Emsley. He's a caricaturist. He was posted a picture of James Garner, whose birthday would have been yesterday, and he's posted it before. He's very, very good, but he also has a real good understanding of color, and I don't. I'm such a realist about things. I just can't get to the abstracts of it. I admire folks who can get that color stuff. But I'm partial to green, so I tend to always, and earth tones, which is obvious by this, isn't it? And I'll always tend to lean to earth tones. That's just me. I think we should have more colorful things around. I'm just not good with doing it. I've tried to learn color and I've never gotten the hang of it. So mine will tend to have more of a realistic feel. Or not real, like this. So I'm worrying about shadows and stuff. What was casting a shadow and how, and am I getting it? Just one reason that my friend Mark Bennett said, don't pay attention to what I do with paint because I don't paint like most people paint. Okay, I just found a brush. I hadn't seen this brush in a long time. It's actually a very expensive brush. I think I spent $20 for that thing right there. Years ago, something that's come up here after the. You're not doing this all wrong. When you're doing stuff like this, you don't do the bottom first. You do the top first and come down. So I'm tired. That's my excuse. Oh, look, there's a red button. I pressed it. Oops, there goes a nuclear bomb. Oops, I blew up half the. I'm tired. That's all I need to say. The answer to everything. Now, I really I've used to be like this all the time, tired like this. I just every day like this. But I haven't been like this recently, and I'm also getting older, and I'm not taking it well. Okay, I used to be able to just eat right through things, but now I don't do so well. And I really see where my production, my ability to get things done drops incredibly. It's really quiet. There were three people here when I first started, but I goofed up the video. Well, I'm not sure if I'll take response. I think it was something with Streamlabs went screwy, but it's probably my fault. And it doesn't help that I cannot figure out how to change Mermaid Live. I don't know how, but it's one reason why I may stop the streaming. I admit it's brought a lot of people over to me on YouTube, and thank you if you're watching YouTube. But I admit I'm more. It's like my friend Steve Gar the Ghoul says, feeding off the audience really helps you do. Because I'm a performer. I've been a performer. This June will be 45 years, and I'm used to working with folks being in the audience, in part of an audience. I'm used to people being right here, so I can directly interact with them. So, Bill, if you're still here, I thank you. I'm not gonna do. And then this is something dumb I did. Look, there's a handle to this basket. I didn't bother to do it. Again, this is not an Easter basket. I know it looks like one. These are some examples of flowers that are at the currently right now at the Pritchard House in Titusville. So I just thought, dude, I was at Dickie Joe's. She's got flowers all over the place, and I was thinking, I was, I was thinking of doing a flower thing, but he said, "Kid, you want to do a basket of flowers and put like a bunny?" So I sketched that while I was there. Maybe someone will want that. I just hope to raise some money for the Pritchard House. So this may sit here and not do anything. I sit over at the Pritchard House on Saturday and just sit there. No one buys it. If not, I'll just hang on to it. I'll figure something. Now, what this needs before I get to the flowers is I just need a little shade of some sort. So let me a little too light, a little more depth in here. Again, I put a bunch of stuff, including some of the ones I've done during the live drawings over on Fine Art America, so people can get prints of them. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I did and talked about doing it for a long. Told my friend Trisha Kirby I was going to do it a couple of years ago, and I still hadn't. Blend that in there a little bit. Use my finger painting. I'm in kindergarten all over again. I never was in kindergarten. What am I talking about? See, that's why I have to finger paint today because I didn't finger paint when I was in kindergarten because I wasn't in kindergarten. They wouldn't have the likes of me. Your name's what? Smith? We don't take Smiths here. Get out of here. I was given the bum's rush. How humiliating it is to be thrown out of the first grade through the window. I cannot begin to tell you. There we go. See how that gives a little dimension, little bit of dimension here. Yeah, it's looking better. Wow. I was seeing it because I was really seeing it up here. Spoke earlier that I'm going to try to start to wander more and more away from the whole art thing. I'll still do artwork. I'm just not going to, may not necessarily have my name on it. To start doing something I was doing when I was actually in high school, which is I did a bunch of artwork in high school. Where I didn't put my name on it. I put someone else's name on it. I made up one. And after what happened Thursday in Bradenton, I think I'm going to get back to doing that again. Except well, no, even my political cartoons. Yeah, see, I got a little more dimension in there. All right, so I think, yeah, I'm gonna make the ribbon red because I got enough green in here, and I'm gonna have to color all these flowers. Why do I do all these flowers for? Well, I have some reference here about the flowers. I'm gonna use some. Again, I'm using flowers that are actually in the um, the garden at the Pritchard House. So there's pinks. Let me get some pinks in here. Pinky. Actually, I want to put pink here because it'll fit well with the bunny. Again, I don't have a head for color. I'm no Pete Emsley or Melissa Busby, but I try. Put one up here. Maybe I'll put one here too. Three. I have such a problem with color. I'll use it. I have trouble putting variety of color. I'll tend to use red, yellow, green, and that's it. That actually reminds me. And one thing doesn't help with this specific palette, even my other one, I don't really have a purple, so I have to kind of make a purple. This is kind of purple. Maybe it should be that lighter lavender look, though, shouldn't it? Maybe put that right here. Oops, and now it looks like mud. Well, that's not good. No, that's not coloring I see in that garden, but what the hey. Already done it. All right. I need to. And I'm going to do some yellow here. We're actually getting back to, see, it was last week. When was it that Bree put sunflowers? I'm going to make this yellow. So white petals, yeller. Now, oh, I should let that dry. Let me, well, I'm going to come in here and make that dark brown. Or it's going to be like the rest of this. I must be allergic to these paints. So my science is going nuts again like it did last week. Why is it doing that for? I was going to be starting to do some research, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope I hear some good news about that. I have a meeting Tuesday morning. I sure hope I hear some good news because I'm ready to get going on stuff. Oh, I'm not checking to see if there's anybody. Nope. Anyone else here? Oh, I see people here. Please comment. I love the interaction. I love the interaction. Otherwise, I just talk because dead air stinks. I know. I've done my radio stint time. Never have dead air. Never have dead air. I know that. Again, this is to represent the Pritchard House in Titusville. It looks Easterish. I should have drawn a giant bat there or something, or pterodactyl or something, just to make it a bit different. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, flowers. I'm so tired, guys. Guys, I'm so tired. But thank you for indulging me. Let me. I'll let that sit there for a minute. Or I'll keep those. I'll let those be with white petals. Pink. Oh, poo. Once, of course, I'd mess up like that. There. Put a pink there and a pink there. Right. Like that little yellow in there. Why not? Well, let me just go ahead. I'll just make that yellow there. We'll just get that done real quick. How about that? The quick way. The quick way is always good. Oh, and I can put some orange. They're looking really strange. These are not the flowers I'm looking at the Pritchard House are pink and yellow and red and let me go back here. Yeah, missing one. It'll be interesting when I'm there tomorrow. I'll post on Swampy, Florida, what their garden looks like tomorrow when I'm there at the Pritchard House. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, hello, John Powers. How are you? I was. Let's write pink for the ears. I was going to be in Ocala on Friday. I was supposed to be somewhere else, and we went ahead. I'd already booked the hotel to stay overnight. I figured I just, and then George, I happened to hear from George and Noreen. So, and they're over at Bridge. I was thinking of this. I was thinking if I'd still lived in the area, I'd get you and George and Tony Petrie and maybe a few others who have interest in comics and cartooning together. We have a North Central Florida ink slingers, but I'm over here now. And right now, there are apparently a couple cartoons. I don't want to start a group. I don't know the folks. I don't want to start a group, but I know you all. So I would have started one. George would have loved. George is going to start teaching a cartooning class at Bridge. I'm not sure how that's going to work exactly because George is having. They are in an assisted living facility, and I was at one in Bradenton on Thursday, and it's hard for people to get around. Oh, this event, John, I did. I tell you, I think for at least certainly while I'm here in Palm Bay with the work I have to do, I'm not doing any more. I may do some events for some of the politicals. I will do some for some of the political things I do, but otherwise, nope. I'm not doing. not going to do gigs. It just doesn't make sense. And what happened in Bradenton was unbelievable, and I just had it. That's it. I'm done for now. As long as I'm doing work, as long as I work for Wild Man's, I think I'm out of it. Though I've been asked to do an event in Atlanta, but I think we're going to discuss that Tuesday. I think the answer to that's going to be no. Also, wonderful people there. Christine Ing. I mean, it's just a brilliant group, perfect for what I do. But I need to just stop doing it. I know that would go very well in Atlanta, but it's just I have to. I'm not. I'd have to really charge too much because I'm being paid a lot to be here. Robert's illustration for Simon Schuster. Anyone? No, no, thank you, Simon. Simon von Schuster. Uh, I did. What I did? I did work for Penguin or some. Who? Penguin, right? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I made $5 off that in the end. It's just, and they act like they're still big publishers. They're in New York City, you see, so they think they're still big publishers, and they don't want to pay. They still act like they don't pay because now they really can't reach anyone. I've been saying this a lot. Thank you, Rick Kilby. Rick Kilby asked me at Pioneer Days a couple weeks ago, why don't I do an adult book? And I've thought about it, but being asked directly like that, I said, because adults aren't really reading books. So why do one? You could do one because I would get more respect, and I could whip one out pretty quickly if I wanted to, and I might, but I wouldn't do it to sell. There's just no way they're not reading. Children read, so I do books for young folks. That makes sense. So the Ross Allen book, I could turn that into an adult. But I'm not sure who wants to read. Who remembers Ross Allen? John, you weren't even here. I don't think you weren't here when Ross Allen was around. I was with the Cornelius gang yesterday, which you've seen Elaine join us. And then I was also with Carla and Brian Wilson. Well, Carla Wilson and Brian are too young to remember Ross Allen, and that is an age group that would still. I mean, and so the Cornell. I mean, just people aren't. If you don't know who he is, why would you get it? So it'd have to be a very pretty much professorial type book that could be used in a classroom, and that's just silly. Why do that? In fact, even why am I doing it at all? I just don't want to. I want to keep the memory alive. You could do that more through children than adults. I know, Dad. Yeah, I gotta get some rest tonight. We'll see. I gotta get up early in the morning, get up to Titusville for the meet. Know that I'm gonna be passing this along while I'm up there. Let's see, what am I doing? Okay, I need one more color. Yeah, I gotta get some rest. Yeah, I didn't sleep all in the hotel Thursday to Friday. Then Friday night I drove back here, but I had a storage whole because I went to the storage room and filled up. Oh, I should be in Ocala a week from today. We're talking about moving one of the two storage rooms over. We really need to do it next Sunday. I won't have any time though. It'll be really, really tight because we got to get it loaded and we got to get over here and then unload it. But I was trying to make it easier to load when I was loading Thursday night around 9, 10 o'clock at night. Then I drove here and had to try to unload it so I could leave Saturday to get to Orlando. John, I used to do this all the time, and it's killing me now. Well, as a youngster, it wasn't so bad, but I'm using paint's collecting the gutter down here. I'm using this as a gray as a coloring source. It's working. It's funny, but it's working. Don't waste. Why waste? I'm sorry we just didn't get together well, it's funny. You guys moved in what now? Almost 2 years ago, I guess. But George and Noreen literally moved in while I was moving out in November. As I was getting everything out, they were moving into where they were. I just didn't know. How's that? Is this looking okay? Again, I'll post pictures of the gardens at now Dickie Joe was saying she liked when I did black and white more than color. And I like working black and white. I don't care for color. Now I'm going to go back over this with black ink, so this will all pop a lot more. And Bill Dussinger was saying either way is fine with him. I was going to do something with what Kim wrote, dog or God or whatever she wrote. But I was going to interact with y'all here and see what came up. How's that look? I think that's looking okay. A little dark. I tend to work dark. I keep that white and just add some gray. It's best not to have something like that in the middle, but as long as I don't keep enough gray in there. That's a little too much, actually. That's shadows when I'm really working on there. Oh, that's right. I got two of them. Nope, bad idea. Oh, poo. See, when you do, I think colors as, so I should have a color that, all right, that's where this purple thing comes in, huh? But aren't these things purple, I think, sometimes? There we go. Fellow's going to help me. His name's Ronald. I want to get him to a locally owned and operated place going up there because I know we're going to have to get some food along the way. I got to figure out where though, because when it comes to Ocala and local places, really tough. Everything's chained or open recently, and some long-term places are closed on Sunday, like Wolfie's. That was maybe not a great idea. That didn't work out so good. Oh, my sinus are going nuts. It's this paint. It's this paint. Yeah, I've done better, but all right. Which is fresh. Fresh is good for this. So I'm just gonna get some light blue in here. Use this other light blue. What's good is this is unlike what you usually see me use here. This is actual watercolor board. So this is the stuff I can do more with. See? Yeah, get rid of this section. Oh, I was gonna share stuff here. I didn't share anything. Well, there's oops. This time I need to move this around. Oops, let me get this other stuff out of the way. I was gonna draw dogs, but no one was here, and then Bill came and my head just went on. What I like about the board is I can kind of smooth things in. Paper is much more unrelenting. Oh, I didn't color the bow. Still got something. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 8:05. Oh, this takes longer than I thought. I was gonna end at 7:30. Here I am, still going. I want to finish this stuff. Now this one I can't give away. Again, this will be available. I think next Saturday. I have some hesitation about doing that only because I would do it. I mean, I'm doing this. I said I'd donate these, so but it'll be available at Titusville at the Pritchard House, and I'll be at the Pritchard House tomorrow morning. But I may nab some inexpensive acrylics and try painting on some rocks. So I get my hands on some rocks after talking to Dickie Joe. And definitely, I'm going to do some. I've loved for a long time what Stephanie McMillan does, and I've been wanting to do it. I'm now in a position where I could do what she does, which is to stick pictures up. She sticks prints, but I would be sticking original probably because I can do them so fast. I don't care. I just want to get the messages. I want people to know about our state, and I can stick pictures up, and people can get them if they want free. It'll be stuck in public places. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh boy, that's a lot of paper. Where's that little? Hold on a second. I got me a problem here. Besides, my sinuses won't quit. Whew, whoo-wee. Wow, if you've been listening here for the last 45 minutes to an hour, wow, my head sure. Well, look what happened there. Well, poo. It gets worse and worse as the night as I'm here and I use the watercolors. Now, why would I be allergic to watercolors? I didn't know you could get allergic, but this could explain why I used to have problems doing the watercolors out at Disney. Because there was just not just me with them, but others too. Funny as I get older, how I find these problems I didn't have, I now have. Pop, pop, and get in there. Good. I used to have real big sinus problems when I was there. I just thought it was just being outside, or I didn't really think about it. I just kept doing things. Pay attention to having problems. I just kept work through it. Now I'm getting older. I'm having trouble working through it. Yeah, feel free to comment. I appreciate the comments because I won't talk about myself. I don't know what to do if I don't. If I talk about others. Did you hear what Marjorie did over at the other? Oh, next door, over across the street. Oh, what Marjorie did. Oh, yeah, yeah. It was and her dog. What her dog did. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, let's get this. I need to get that a little darker. There we go. Now I have to let this dry, and then I'll go back over these black lines. I'm going to pop this thing out a lot more. Then I'm going to scan this in, and so it should be on Fine Art America some point here, if anyone cares. I don't think this is very good myself. It's just a quick and dirty thing to get. I have another one to paint. Maybe I'll go over to my cartoons page. This is making me paint, which I probably wouldn't do otherwise. I have so much to do around me. I just got a bunch of books that I showed that Ross Allen book I got. I want to get to work on the Ross Allen project too. But I did promise these paintings. I have two more I need to do. They're not as simple as this, though. Yeah, if you're watching, say hello. I'll say hello back. I have no idea how much this will be. I'm going to leave it up to them to figure. Of course, if they get real discouraging about it, I may not. I may say, on second thought, I'll hang on to it. If they say so, $2. I think, well, maybe this should be more than $2. Maybe I might be wrong, but I think $2 is low, a little low. I think red for the bow. Any thoughts? Any ideas? Red? I need a color person here, so knows color. Yeah, because I can run into it in 5 minutes. I run into a problem if I want to make this a video, because then I can't download it. Of course, I haven't been doing videos anyway, so what difference does it make? All quiet on the western frontier. Well, thank you for watching, at least, I guess, for whatever it's worth. But really, I do this to interact with folks, part of the used to being an entertainer. So that's why when I usually do these, if I do a drawing, I'll give it away to those who comment because I really deserve that. I really need that for doing these live things. So I might just go over to my cartoons page. I'm getting this done. Of course, I need to get to. I got the next one I have to do, and I need that. I think hopefully that's okay. It'll do. Who knows? $2. $2 insurers, no doubt. What's the other two I had there? I've lost them already. Oh, way up here. I toss them up here. This is all part of a new thing I'm doing. Okay, we're still there. Um, I actually got this one's ready to be painted, and so the Clifton Schoolhouse in Titusville. And the photo isn't like this at all. I changed the angle, and I'm not sure what the doorway looked like. I kind of made it up, but I want to get something there of it. So there it is. Yeah, there's this great again. This racer I found. If you're tuning in late, this racer I found just yesterday while I was in College Park. I don't know if it's at other Dollar Trees or not. I wasn't looking for an eraser actually. I was looking for something totally different. I saw these two together looked like something totally different, and they're both Easter colors, pastel colors. So I'll go over to Cartoons by Ross with you, and that'll make me get this painting done. If I get two done, that's good. I want to get the other one done. Maybe I'll get the other one done on there too. Maybe I'll do one at a time, turn it off, and start again. But I won't. It won't be live streaming on all the other. It'll only be on my Facebook Cartoons by Rob Smith Jr. page. That's the only place you'll find it. Because this is the only page Facebook wise I can connect to Streamlabs. I think I'll go do that because I need to get this done too. All right. So to come. If others were here and wanted me to draw something else, I could. But well, I'm not. I won't. I'm pretty sure I won't be doing a live next Saturday wherever I am. But maybe a week from today, I'll be doing a live here again, and I may do a live. I'll go do this live at Cartoons by Rob Smith Jr. right now, probably over the next 10 minutes by 8:30, let's say. Um, but Monday, I might do on Monday. I will not be doing on Tuesday. I'm not sure about Wednesday and Thursday yet. We'll see. I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see y'all next time. Rob Smith. Bye bye. Oh, I got to remember this has a different way of turning off, of course. I go, oh, my battery power will have a lot to do with this too. Bye bye. Whoops, I can't find the turn off button.